Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon, where we are still traveling with the Order and want to look at the last bulletin board, which apparently advances the main story.
Okay, gonna be hard to read from the back in this lighting, but we'll just have to make do.
I can handle that part. My night vision's pretty good thanks to the experiments the Gardens did on me.
Oh, that case, have at it. Hell of a thing to say so nonchalantly.
Nothing here of note that I can see, except this old sticker thing.
Must be the municipal office's tracking ID tag. There's one on every bulletin board. Not seeing any torn paper bits, though. That person just now. They were wearing an Aramis uniform. It couldn't be her, could it?
Hey.
No, she was wearing regular clothes last I saw her. But I swear, that was the same hair color as...
Hey! Somebody's here, and something feels off about them.
Oh, right. She's making the shadows thicker?
Damn it, no response on Lèvre or Chardon. This urban legend's absurd. Who would devise a process so markedly inefficient? To top it off, he hasn't even responded. A fan of yours? Not likely. Wait, I recognize that guy. Well, I might as well post one here too. I'll take it down in 2 or 3 days. If I still get no response, I have to resort to leaning on my underworld connections. When I stick the authorities on that spring or whatever he calls himself and have him rot in his cell. Thanks, but I pass. I like my freedom too much. Where did you come from? I could have sworn no one was here a second ago. In case you haven't looked up at the sky in a while. It's a little dark out. Probably just didn't see us. Now about the 4 SPG you got there. How about you give me the lowdown? Does that mean you're him? Then Aquat, Spriggan, at your service. Don't know where that urban legend thing is coming from. But yeah. Your name on the other hand popped up in the finance column of today's Tyrol Times. Curious to hear what Henry Valentino, Deputy Secretary of the Department of Commerce, needs my help with. Shh! Don't go spew my identity out loud, you fool! To think the rumors of a spring in the capital were true after all. So then, what's your story, little girl? One of my temp part-timers. Don't mind her, she knows how to keep a secret. But if the details of her request were to be leaked to the public, I'd be ruined. Chill out, my man. She may not look it, but she's a consummate pro in this line of work. In fact, I think she could be a real asset to you. Or what, you got something against kids, Mr. Deputy Secretary? Nothing of the sort. I suppose having someone from the younger crowd could be useful, considering what it is you'll be dealing with. I only ask that you understand my prudence in this matter. I cannot afford to let this get out. What's this stuffy old man steal? Is he some kind of high-level official or something? He's the tippity top of the Department of Commerce. Also has a reputation of being a sly opportunist. Out through a grapevine, a fair amount of his sky-high income is bribe money. The CID must be looking the other way if true. I trust that what is said in this car stays in this car. Well, Mirror is no object. Know that if word of this gets out, I have the authorities on you in a heartbeat. Are we quite clear? Crystal, won't tell a soul, mister, promise. Permission to trap this prick in my shadow for a few days and toss him out buck naked? Denied. Gotcha, so you're concerned about your son's strange behavior. Just to confirm, his full name is Jeffrey Valentino, right? As in the leader of a notorious Desire gang? Correct, he's supposedly popular among the Graudier lords, not that I particularly care about that mind. He got himself arrested by the guild in February and was even imprisoned for a little while. Considering my position, I was left with little choice but to post his hefty bail. The tidy sum I paid to keep the tabloids and papers at bay set me back quite a bit as well. Oh, and don't get any funny ideas about using this as leverage against me. One call to my connection at the CID and your history. Chill, we ain't in the business of blackmail. But he's bluffing about the CID connections part. Back on topic, you mentioned that after you bailed your son out, he was in a state of near insanity? Kept spouting what sounded like nonsense, as he was afraid of something and would barely eat? That about sum it up?
You didn't see what that monster did to our guys. I never want to lay eyes on that thing again. If we went up against it, we'd be slaughtered for sure.
More or less. I've no clue what happened to him, but after the fact, he shut himself away at home. If only I'd stayed that way until everything blew over. But he's been sneaking out every night for the past month or so, right? Much to my chagrin, yes. Even if I started locking him in his room. Every blast time he manages to escape and subsequently disappears without a trace. Sounds like the kid's basically still in prison. Okay, I think we get the gist of the situation. Just one more question. Were any particular way you'd like this Force VG to be settled? We keep everything in confidence, but bear in mind I'm gonna be handling this my way, at least to some extent. (10 PM) It's always so peaceful around here at night. Still didn't expect to wind up in Lèvre twice in one day. So what now? After all that garbage, are we really gonna do that old snob's request? On that, I will only ask one thing. Stop my son from causing me any more trouble than he already has. To that end, you may use whatever means you see fit, whether that be intimidation or even breaking a bone or two, I don't give a damn. I draw the line at letting him die, however. If a funeral were to be held, the media would descend upon me like the vultures they are. He did all that mouthing off about his son when he drove off to go live it up in the Chardon district. Is that really what normal families are like? Nah, I wouldn't say so. That said, families come in all shapes and sizes. They're all a little different. And this one's got a problem child who's always out of the house by about 10:30. As it so happens, my mansion is the most affluent neighborhood of all of Lèvre. Just between us, it's uphill from President Grandma's residence. Our backyard was recently outfitted with a pool. The number of maids and staff has increased tenfold, and let's go see this earth-shattering, ordained by the goddess mansion of his for ourselves. Depending on how things go, I might need those shadow powers of yours, okay? As always, I need this and I need that with you. Fine, whatever. Family, huh? Travel menu temporarily unavailable.
What's next?
Ah, crap. I'm late. My wife's getting...
Okay, I do a quick round. Well, quick as relative a lot of people, right? Ah, did you want to buy something? We're about to close up shop, but you can still come in if you like. You can only accept to-go orders at this hour, though. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh, and just so you know, fresh sweets spoil fast. So make sure you eat those sooner rather than later. I'm taking tomorrow off to play with Jewel and Mary. Auntie Clarice told me I should go out and have fun every now and then. Oh, I'd rather be spending my time in this store. I want to learn as much as I can so I'm able to help her in the future.
Welcome!
Oh, weren't you here earlier today? Though I don't recognize her. Is she your niece or something? Yeah, something along those lines. She's practically dragged me all the way by the collar. Big bro, can you buy me some sweets, please? You've got a lot on nerve acting all cutesy, fine. But it's almost your bedtime, so only one, okay? Something about these two feels off. But just my imagination. Oh, that seems totally wiped. Maybe I'll give her something a little extra on the house. She used to come here all the time with Agnes, but I guess now she lives in the dorms. I think I dread it too. Like father left daughter, I guess.
What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch.
That was delish. After a hard day's work, there's nothing that hits a spot better than Clara's home cooking. Can't argue there. I'd love to top it off with some dessert. I should probably lay off the sweets for today. Yeah, definitely gotta watch my calorie intake after having some of that Andalusia cake this afternoon. Wait, you had what? You didn't get me any? That's so unfair. You don't have any room to talk, Marie, not after you went and ordered cake with my mirror. Well, that was bad and this is this. You two are so adorable. Oh, hey, man. Good evening. And who was this, new helper? Yeah, more or less. Just a temp though. Nice to meet you. Man, being the student council president is much more grueling than I expected. I don't know if I'll ever be as good as Ren, but it was my choice to pursue this path. I need to get used to the job as soon as possible. I came to grab my brother since he was late coming home, so I think this makes total sense that I get a reward for my good deed. And now that I know he got an Andalusia cake, I'm gonna keep annoying him until he gives me a slice. I'm definitely curious about your new assistant, but my batteries are running on empty. That's what working all day does to you. As soon as I get home and take a shower, I'm gonna hop straight into bed. If memory serves, Deputy Secretary Valentino lives up on the hill above here. He's extremely unpleasant, and his son is, well, let's just say the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Oh, and get this, he sees Deputy Secretary Kincaid as a rival simply because he climbed up the ladder a bit faster than him. He takes shots at him every chance he gets. Man can be such jealous little creatures. Right, he's technically in equal standing with Renee's dad. Talk about rough having to compete with an upstart Deputy Secretary. Doesn't seem like the gossip breaks are talking much about all that. But it's a fairly well-known rumor around these parts. You have to be deaf not to hear about it. There's no better balm for the very soul than this cafe's sweets. When all's said and done, us insurance workers need to take a break and treat ourselves every now and then. This is a necessary expense. I'm sure my former boss would have killed me for doing something like this. He was a stickler for budget and communication. His name was Hawker. He had a reputation for being an on-the-ball businessman who always got the job done. But some stuff happened to him on the home front, and he got demoted. Now he just runs around helping different divisions with this and that. She must be talking about the Hawker from Old Town. Guess they used to be boss and employee? Hawker was a renowned businessman in his heyday, but his rep was deserved. He was really good at his job. But after his fall from grace, he became a shell of his former self. I probably make more money than he does now, honestly.
Damn, the view from here is even better at night.
Yeah, it's nice, I guess. I wonder if he's seeing this from wherever he is, too.
What on earth are you thinking walking about so late at night? We're going home right this instant. I was only taking a brief after-dinner stroll. What was that? Nothing. A young lady like her shouldn't be out so late at night, it's uncouth. Could I have erred in the manner I raised her? Come on. Yes, you made your point. We have to go home now. Must you be so overbearing?
All right.
I take great pride in my color.
The residential area is supposed to be full of upper-class folks. And I just know my gourmet tacos will be a hit with them. My addictive junk food menu is all set and ready to go. They've got some palate cleansing sites and alcohol to go with it, actually. They all better brace themselves because after today they're gonna be fiending for my delicious food.
Have a taste of my gourmet. I look forward to seeing you again in the very near future.
Great work today, people. All the traveling was worth it with how much we caught. For sure, but wow, I've never fished at so many spots in one day before. It's a good thing I bought this scooter. I don't know how you do it, Kyle, biking around for hours on end. That's not even mentioning how you actually kept up with us. Yeah, but my legs feel like spaghetti now. Oh, I'm proud of myself for catching up at the very end. Why don't you get yourself a scooter too? I don't know, cycling is my second favorite hobby. I feel like I'd be betraying my bike if I switched over. It would be like getting a divorce, you know? That's not even remotely the same thing. By the way, I heard that if you go to Longlai, you'll be able to see the rocket launch. Why don't we all take a trip there? We could check that out and do some fishing. 2 of 1. Oh, I'd be so down for that. Fishing with my besties and seeing the launch up close and personal, sign me up. That sounds fun, but the Longlai bound trains are probably all booked. There's also our fishing gear to consider. If you want to bring them along, and going by train or bus is off the cards. Maybe we could take our scooters? All the way to Longlai? Yeah, that's not happening. I'd never heard of anyone going that far out by scooter, and even if you could, it would be pretty rough. So I'd be lying but said I didn't like the idea of us going to Longlai together on the day of the launch. Is there some way we can make it work? Guess getting to Longlai by scooter is off the table, huh? I really wanted to see the rocket launch. Seeing the launch is the main reason I want to go to Longlai, but I'd also like to do some stream fishing. The rivers were as clear as can be, and I hear there's some rare fish. I'm totally pooped right now, though I did have tons of fun. Longlai, huh? Getting there by scooter or bike would definitely be a challenge, but there's gotta be some way the 3 of us can go.
Let's do a search.
Search time.
Let's do a search.
Whoops.
Can't go to Agnes' house with your order in tow?
Now where?
Giordano. Miss Head of Sales here is a regular of mine, always guiding her home when the night's dark with the frame of my shades. Tonight's an exception, we'll see. She's early and her son's in a tizzy because of it, ironically. But maybe that's just his love blaring out, and it's ready to write a page that'll spice up a book that is her life, baby. Mom, why are you home so you weak of booze? I'm a sweet little Yossi. I decided not to pull an all-nighter for one. Yay! Me? Guess what happens to me today? I closed the book on another contract. Woo! Hard work pays off, boys and girls. And just when I got excited that she was early for once, do something fast. Okay, Mom, we're going inside now. I'll pay the taxi fare. I swear to Age, my mom is unbelievable. Get she's this big important person at her company, but she really shouldn't be causing problems for people like this. Way to go, Christ. Keep up the good work. I'm not Christ. Mom, would you please get your act together? I wonder how Lulu and Sailor are faring now. Sailor seemed to have bounced back, but Lulu still looked so discouraged. Oh goddess, please give those girls another chance. How good of you to stop by and say hello. Of course, I happen to be in the area for a financial association meeting, and thought, why not greet my old friend Lodens? My humblest apologies for doing it at so late an hour, however. I best be on my way. Please take care of yourself. You as well. One more thing. While you're here, why not offer up a prayer to the goddess? I suspect you've been slacking off on that front of late, no? You know me all too well, my dear friend. Naturally, I've been well accustomed to you and your now-dwelling since you were a little punk. Now do try to behave tonight for once. A tall order that is, I fear I'll never match up to you with regard to piousness. I don't have half a faith you do, among other things. I've never seen Huck talk like this to anyone. With how much he clowns around in Old Town, I sometimes forget he's a financial world heavyweight. Shouldn't come as a surprise he's paused with an old retired politician. Wait, is that company car outside his? Oh man, I'm so jealous right now. So you know this guy? You sure get around, don't you? Ah, hello Van, fancy meeting you here. And who's... Oh dear, I see you're dipping a toe into some crime-ridden waters. Whoa, 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 you're getting a completely wrong idea here. Have fun talking your way out of this one. Huckberry is one of the sharpest minds I know. He's a principal figure in the Republic's economy for a reason. It's unfortunate he's also a bit of a playboy, but I suppose that's part of his charm. Either way, the goddess of the sky presides over us all. Tonight let us pray and give her our thanks. Jewel and Marie are surprisingly precocious children, but they're good kids at heart. Estelle is extremely hardworking, and Charlotte will be starting Sunday school come next year. I need to do my best to ensure the children receive the best education possible. Though there is one in particular that I'm concerned about. I'll make it a point to talk to him when the opportunity presents itself. Can't you think that you would be a bit too old to be attending Sunday school, but still, I worry about him. Heard he had a brush with the law at the start of the year. I haven't seen him of late. I wonder what he's up to at this moment. Even now, the tragedy of Cray Village raced on my mind. The Septian Church started a fund to aid in its reconstruction. However, the site has been closed off to the public indefinitely. The reason may pertain to the effects of a nuclear weapon, but whatever the case, I hope it will be opened soon, so the bereaved may pay their respects. Following the tragedy, we collected donations here at this chapel. The community was exceedingly generous with their contributions, and everything was sent to the reconstruction fund. However, we are unable to go to the site and pay our respect at this time. For the sake of the bereaved, I hope it will be reopened soon.
Let's do a search.
This car? What hacks?
Now where? Now where?
Where'd the time go?
I was asked to make some orders and a bunch more deliveries. At first I only did as a courtesy for one of my regulars, and now I'm starting to feel less like a shop owner, more like a caterer or something. Oh, but I think it's wonderful of you, Brian, having all those people like that. Moreover, it's a sign they depend on you. From my perspective, it's something to take pride in. You think so? Maybe you're right. Having said that, I think you need to work on not hemming and hawing as much as you do. If someone asks the impossible, simply tell them no, and if you require an additional payment, make a request. Incidentally, I think some exercise could do you some good, and you will have a fair chance of finding yourself a beautiful bride and... Okay, stop right there. We've been rid into I don't want to think about this territory. Besides, with the way I am... There's this low self-esteem at work. Maybe I can help push things along? Could play matchmaker, for instance. Just can't help but want to help Brian. He's surprisingly dependable and considerate, and he'll go out of his way to help to make special orders, and so his clients hold him in high regard. And that's why I'm so frustrated he has such low self-esteem. Also, those positive qualities I mentioned sometimes work against him. Anyhow, once I put in my order for next month, I think I'll head home. Marlene and I are neighbors. She's also regular and a friend too, I guess. I really admire how considerate and decisive she is. Those are qualities I don't have and never will have.
What would you like? Come again.
The hour is late, my dear Charlotte. What say we go and have ourselves a nice dinner? I was fortunate to get a hold of a prime veal tenderloin, so I took it upon myself to make your favorite grilled beef. Philip, your cooking is always delicious, I admit, so I am looking forward to it. However, why do you only ever eat instant noodles when you're alone? There's a logical explanation for this, you see. It so happens that I love instant noodles. But for you, only the most nutritious of meals to do. The reason is absolutely not because I find cooking a bother when it's for myself. Perish of thought. The only thing that's perishing is your diet. My brother's an excellent chef and he always cooks in our parents' stead. He plays with me all the time, he always listens to my requests. However, when you peer beneath the surface, it's evident he's beyond hope, and that fact saddens me deeply. That I love cup noodles is no lie, I assure you. Now if you excuse me, we're hours late and I have to make Charlotte's dinner.
Let's do a search. Let's do a search. Let's do a search.
Okay. Well, this is the address. Still not 10:30 yet. Should we go ahead and begin our stakeout? It's a little early, but we can go ahead and... wait, shit. You got? No, I'm not good. I forgot my unpan rolls and milk. Can't do a stakeout with unpan rolls and milk. Guess I call Hermes. Wait, damn it. She's not delivering. Oh, goddess. Why have you forsaken me? Yeah, if you promise to shut up, I'll give you this jawbreaker. Oh, baby, don't mind if I... Don't! That's what Shivy Oathbreaker uses. 10:27. Wanna talk about it? Huh? The wind will keep anyone from hearing. Long as we keep it down, it should be fine for us to chat. Stakeouts are normally a slog when you're alone, but as luck would have it, I have got a partner tonight.
Ix has gone missing.
Thought so. Hasn't been that long since the Oathbreaker made the two of you enforcers. Did something happen after that?
No, not really. There's a certain perk we enforcers get. The society basically gives us complete and total freedom to do whatever. Sounds like a terrible idea, doesn't it? At first, we were both over the moon. Unlimited Mira, no orders we had to follow. We could even pass on the Anguis's requests if we didn't feel like doing them. Some of our missions were pretty fun. Exciting, even. Felt like a good way to make use of our powers, too. And more than anything, we no longer had to kill when it wasn't necessary. In the gardens, collateral damage was pretty much a given for improving our request completion rates. That's not how it works in the society, though. To kill or not to kill, to drag others into our fights or leave them be. Those calls are left to us. Oh, and it's not like I have any problem with killing. Before, though, it wasn't even a choice. And now it suddenly is. And I guess I feel like it's the kind of thing I need to think through. Weigh the pros and cons, you know? But Ix doesn't see it that way.
You two ain't gonna see eye to eye on everything. Doesn't matter if you're twins or not. Even for slightly atypical families like yours, that's only natural.
Slightly, huh?
I told you, didn't I? Every family's just a little bit different. It's funny, I don't even know what my own parents look like, so I guess I'm one to talk on this. But here's how I look at it.
Or families of his friends.
In that environment, you learn to reconcile with each other's differences, even accept them, and be there for one another when you or they need it. If you think you can't reconcile or accept them, just remember there's a small part of them in you too. I think maybe that's what it means to be a family.
Do you think that's true of this guy and his son, too?
If I didn't, I wouldn't have taken the job. Speaking of whom, this kid had a rep for being too smart for his own good back when he was the leader of Desire. Though now I'm starting to think he inherited his old man's slow wit. Ah! Okay, let's follow him.
Understood.
Follow mode.
Now where are you off to?
Maybe we shouldn't use my shadow powers here.
Ah, good call. Bust those out and he might get suspicious. Let's stick with the tried and true.
Huh?
Ah, shit, that was close.
Seems like he's paranoid about people following him.
Which is a telltale sign that he's got something to hide.
No place to hide, just keep your distance, right?
I could have sworn... No. I must be imagining things. I have to be on time for the rising of the dawn.
He's mumbling something to himself.
I've got a bad feeling about all this. Well, come what may, we gotta press on. I think the end's in sight. Still, stay sharp.
Did we lose him? No, we went in there. He wasn't the only one. A door to a maintenance area. More specifically, a junction point under shared management between subway company and the Metropolitan Expressway Authority. The lay of the land forced the MEA to run the expressway through a tunnel, so we ended up sharing space with a subway system. It's a well-known passageway that people have experience of going deep underground while passing through, whether by car or train. Huh, well anyway, I doubt this place is open to the public. If there are those footprints leading right inside. Yep. Things probably gonna get hairy from here on. You ready to head in or do you need a minute? Nah, danger's where I thrive. Let's not waste any more time and get this over with. Monsters? Beltway 3, Lèvre Underground Subway, Junction Area. That monster. Not again. Again, you've seen these things before? That's a secret. I knew we wouldn't find them right here. But why did this track suddenly disappear? That's cause they didn't look over there. He ran along the walls? Does this Jeffrey guy have the same tech as that one weirdo of their crew or something? I can't really picture a guy pulling out a compact and going skin-tight suit mode like she does now. Doesn't look like a parkour maneuver either. Shit, something about this reeks something fierce. So at least all the threads are finally weaving together. He might have gotten ahead of us, but that doesn't mean we should rush. I'm sure he came here with a purpose in mind. Better we don't have time to call in backup, so I'll be leaning on you extra hard, Shadow Eater. Fine by me, I show you just how much better I am compared to your assistants. Change the clothes, yeah?
Keep your distance as you're attacking.
Guess I don't have a choice.
Now, hit him with shots!
You lose.
How about this? Yeah.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Nice work, boss man.
Keep your distance as you're attacking. Commencing battle. Proceed with caution. Show him what you're really
Why
capable
bother?
of. Combat over. Processing data.
Oh, treasure. And enemy
Why
mob.
bother?
Take this.
Joy.
Watch out for ranged attacks.
Let's get this roll.
Search time.
Go!
You're stunned.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Yeah!
There. Take it down.
Here's our chance to get
Lose,
the
you
edge.
lose.
Show them what you got.
Yorda.
Ugh, fine. Here's a freebie.
Ready to roll.
That's how it goes.
Let's do a search. This place reminds me of when I was chasing 3 and 9. They kept taking all these twists and turns until they finally shook me off. I was so pissed.
Well, at least this place isn't all that complicated. Better keep the fact that I helped them escape out of my head. Wonder what they're up to now.
Keep your distance as you're attacking. Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Now!
Practically easy mode.
Show them what you got!
Here goes!
Activating skill!
Take that! Keep it moving, Yorda! Go all in on him!
Allow me!
You're a goner. See ya. Stun them. Now or never, Arkwright.
Show them what you got!
Yorda!
Okay. Here's a freebie.
There it is!
Boost gauge fully replenished. Watch out for ranged attacks.
Gotcha!
Guess I don't have a choice.
Show them what you're
Why
really
bother?
capable of.
Take them!
They were in over their heads. I'm up. Ha! Yeah. Yeah. Deploying shards.
Bring it on!
Activating skill.
Brace yourself! Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge
Feeling
limiter
good.
unlocked.
Go all in on him!
Allow me.
Consume them. Hand of Satanile!
Payback time!
Now it's my turn.
Allow me.
Hack and slash!
My move now!
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
COC, activate!
Activating skill.
Ha! Chew on this! Kolpik Pommel! One more!
These guys are tougher than they look.
Might be short on manpower, but we're just gonna have to play with the cards we were dealt.
This might actually get fun.
Show them what you got.
Bringing down the pain!
Feeling good.
Allow me.
Manifest. Anastasia! You are me. I am you. Go ahead. So long.
Boost gauge
My chance.
limiter removed. Show them what you got.
How about this? Yeah. Yeah.
My chance!
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Here's a freebie. Yeah. There. Feeling good. There. Not bad.
These mixed breed monsters are no slouches. Yeah, wish we could do something about that weird light. If X were here, he could have... Oh yeah, we got interrupted earlier. You were telling me about how the little... Your bro went missing? Uh-huh.
Like I was saying earlier, we became enforcers and handled the Anguis's requests. At one point, I said to Ix, it's kinda nice not having to do all that pointless killing for a change. And in response...
What? Yeah, real funny, Yorda. Wait. You're not serious, are you?
From that day on, the two of us started falling more and more out of step. When we took work from the Anguis, Ix would go on a rampage, killing people in the bloodiest ways possible. He dragged innocents into it too. At that point, I said enough was enough and tried to stop him. And when I did...
I guess we really aren't the same, are we, Yorda? Even back when we were in the gardens and used that poison to kill everyone. You didn't want to go through with it, did you? You only played along because you pitied me. Because I'm broken and can't do anything right, huh? Is that it? Is that what you think of me?
After that, he vanished. I tried talking with Harwood and Retzi about it, but they said he hadn't gone back to the Society. It's been a little over a month since all that, I think.
Gotcha. So you gave me a 4 SPG in the hopes I might be able to sniff out your brother's trail.
Yep, that about sums it up. While searching for clues, I found a lead that pointed to him being in Edith. Too bad this place is so huge. If he wanted to hide from me, he'd have no trouble doing that here. That's when I remembered your offer to help, and I figured, what do I have to lose at this point? I was waffling for a bit, but everyone seems to say you have this amazing sense of smell, so...
Just to clarify, that whole smell bit is more figurative than literal. It's more I got a keen sense for things.
Yeah, I got that much. And I get your sweets thing too, but your I've seen and know everything crap is annoying. And stupid.
Gah. Sure, go for the throat, why don't you?
It's okay though. I had fun, and I learned something, I think. Which is that even slightly atypical people like us can still find a little bit of normal in ourselves. And thanks to you, I have a hint on how to do that.
Glad to hear it. That said, we ain't done with tonight's 4 SPG just yet. Okay, good chat, but let's... Damn it! Not one of these.
The heck is that?
Shit. Probably would have been able to take this thing if Master and Elaine were here. The odds are looking grim. But I can't give in!
You stupid monster!
Get back!
That's my line!
Ren and Risha!
What the... What are you two doing here?
The Angel of Slaughter. And that woman who works with Heiwei.
Short time no see, Van. I hope we aren't interrupting your playdate. Oh, and Little Miss Shadow Eater? That title belongs in the dark recesses of history, where I left it.
Did you seriously just call me Little Miss?
Everyone, please focus. If it's like the one in the culvert, our attacks won't be very effective against it.
All right, get ready!
My, how cowardly. Or perhaps that wasn't a mere tactical retreat. These monsters seem much more of a threat than I'd first imagined. I had the same thought, and we've likely yet to see what they're truly capable of.
Anyway, appreciate the save, you two. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what the hell are you doing here? And how much of our conversation did you catch? Okay, Ren, so you were analyzing the street camera footage of the missing persons, and you just happened to bump into Risha while she was tracking down Easterners who disappeared.
That's the long and short of it, yes. I had my Hollow perform automated analysis on that data as part of a request from the guild, which pointed me to the area underneath Lèvre, so I decided to investigate of my own accord. I briefly considered inviting Agnes along, but she seemed awfully worn out. No doubt on account of her grueling counsel and part-time work.
On my end, Ashen asked me to find the missing Easterners. Using divination, the Li and Lu families analyzed all of the information Heyu had gathered, and we found several prospective sites. This place was one of the possibilities on the list.
Wild doesn't even begin to describe those stories. Well, you both stumbled on the right place, so congrats, I guess. Okay, what's the plan now?
What else? We're gonna make use of the resources in front of us. You good with teaming up for this?
Naturally. With the four of us together, that monster will hardly prove a match.
I have no objections either. I'm grateful to have your help, Van. That goes for you as well, Yorda, right?
You can drop the polite act, Shongsho. We both live and work in the shadows, so I get if niceties aren't your thing.
That's not...
Let's save the chit-chat for later. We've wasted enough time as it is. Our target's probably already found his way to his destination, and the other missing people being there with him is a safe bet. What I see here is a prime chance to complete 3 requests. The guild's, Heyue's, and mine, in one fell swoop. So, fellow Gray Zone operators, what say we turn this situation to good account by making use of one another?
That sounds like a plan.
Only you could make a line like that convincing. Well, Yorda, is that acceptable for you as well?
Why would I care? I'm just a client working part-time. It's not like I'm one of you.
When and Risha have temporarily joined the party.
I never imagined the day would come when we'd be fighting side by side.
You're telling me. I thought you and him hated me after what I did, back on Nemeth Island.
Nah, water under the bridge. Besides, if you were gonna backstab me, you'd have done it by now.
The least we can do is be cordial. Let's do our best. You're okay with me calling you Yorda, yes?
Sure, whatever.
Okay, but I would end the episode here. Until next time, when we actually go deeper with our very interesting group here. Good. Yeah, until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.